On this episode of Nerdz II Men, we talk about Doctor Strange. Spoilers, Nerdz II Men get a little personal, talking current events and our recommendations. Plus, we bring Simone Missick onto the show. All this and more on Nerdz II Men.
Welcome to another episode of Nerdz II Men. I'm Brad Reed. On my left, on your radio dial, is Cameo. On my right is Gog.
And in center is my wife.
Yeah, Shelly's dropped in.
Say hi.
Hello.
Yo.
Yo. Word to your mother.
She's somebody's mother.
Yeah.
Treat her with respect.
Four amazing kids.
Awesome. I love that. I've got four myself. And when I say it like... I kid the kids because I love the kids. But
what was that rap song? Trick love the kids.
Yep. Trick Daddy.
I feel like I'm out because y'all are wearing hats right now.
Yep.
Yeah, we are wearing hats.
Yep.
And I'm usually the one that's wearing hats all the time.
We're men wearing hats. Yeah.
I got this hat from Brad.
He did. It's a nice Joker hat.
It is pretty nice. I like it.
I don't do flat build typically.
It matches your shirt though.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, he's got a Joker shirt.
Got that Joker Jerry curl.
Yeah.
He's about to fully convert to being the Joker, I think.
It's kind of what I'm working on, you know? Mm-hmm. It's nice to have hobbies and goals, and this is just something I'm working on. A little project.
Your passion project.
Passion project.
Yeah. Cameo actually looks like he's got a Thunder jacket on because he's going to see a Thunder game. And then underneath, it's the Han Solo shirt.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then underneath that is a Chewbacca shirt.
And you'll see that Brad's wearing some sort of patterned T-shirt and a black jacket with white stripes and a socks hat.
Is he that guy that wears the Affliction? Is that an Affliction shirt?
No, that's
an Affliction shirt.
No, it's not an Affliction shirt. I'll
snap.
prove it.
Now you all know what we're wearing.
Yeah. Shut up, Han Solo.
Sponsored by.
Yeah, it's fatal. It's a fatal shirt.
Oh.
But I like it. It's got like the sugar skull on it. Mm-hmm. Pretty dope. Hey, that brings up something I want to talk about.
Okay. What's that?
The director of Dope. And he was going to be the director of The Flash.
Oh, yes.
No, he's not going to be the director of The Flash.
Nope.
No. That's the second director they've lost, right?
Well, I don't think so.
I thought they had one other before.
No, I think he was the only one, but...
No, I promise you The Flash has now lost two directors.
Well, that's one way to find out.
Yeah, there is.
Wikipedia. But I think if you hired a director, you hired them for a reason, why not let them do what they were hired to do?
Yeah. What was the reason for him leaving? Is he had creative conflict?
Yep. Another creative difference.
Because of the producers. There was some rumor that was saying, like, an article popped up that was saying that the standalone Batman movie script, is it doomed? The writers were wanting to fix some of the problems with the script, and the executives were just like, we don't care.
Yeah.
It's got to make a lot of money regardless. Like, we don't care if it's better. I don't know if that's true or not, but it was a rumor floating around on the interweb.
Did you find it, Brad?
I'm seeing this was on IGN. Let's see. The Flash had lost movie director Seth Grahame-Smith. That was April 29th. So yeah, that would make sense. That is the second director they've lost.
Oh, wow.
Creative differences. So what does that mean? What does Warner Brothers want that these guys aren't giving them?
Man.
Because I think the last guy said he was kind of trying to put a little more humor into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I guess are they trying to go dark now?
I don't think they're going to go dark with him.
I hope not.
That wouldn't make sense.
Especially after the trailer that they did with the whole Justice League.
I guess we'll just have to see what comes out, but it's not looking good for the Flash movie. They haven't changed any release dates, but not looking good.
Yeah.
One movie we did see that we all like.
And a lot of people liked.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting great ratings.
Do you guys check out Rotten Tomatoes very often?
Sometimes.
So when you check it out, is it like, I want to know if this movie's going to be good, I'll see what these people say, or is it just like, I wonder what these people thought about the movie I've already seen?
I do it sometimes just to see, like, if it's a movie that I haven't seen yet,
right?
And I want to go see it, I'll see what it says on, Rotten Tomatoes, like if it's like a 50% or 30%, I'm like, okay. But sometimes, I can't remember, me and my wife went to a movie that it got horrible reviews, and we loved it.
And that's how it was with Batman Batman vs Superman. It got terrible ratings on there.
Yeah, but it was.
Yeah. I usually will look after I've seen a movie to see what everybody else thought.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily want to know any reviews before movies unless it's like a friend of mine and I'm like, hey, did you like it? And
Right.
say, yeah.
Well,
So
you risk with some of those reviews, you'll risk learning things about the movie that, are going to be more enjoyable to see as kind of a surprise as the movie's unfolding and happening. And spoilers.
not only that, but you don't want to be informed. Like, you don't want to think, oh man, this person didn't like it, so I'm going to go in expecting not to like it.
I really don't go by what reviewers say, because everybody has their own taste in movies. Mm-hmm. And I know mine is like completely different than, Siskel and Ebert.
Right, right.
So my likes of like superhero movies is going to be totally different for somebody that's like all about, I need a story, I need a plot, I need blah, 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 blah. Me, I don't care. I'm like, oh, shoot them lasers out. I don't care. It's
cool. Well, Doctor Strange got a 90%, I guess, fresh rating. So that means people liked it, right?
I guess 24 people thought it was rotten, and 2022 gave it a fresh.
But see, for a website that's that big, it seems weird that only 222 people, 246 total have rated this.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like how it got a 90%, but the average rating was a 7.3 out of 10.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. That's a 73. That's a 73%.
Facts straight. Come on now. Tomatoes.
Well, who knows? That's that math that I don't do.
Right? Is that Terrence Howard math? Is that what that is?
That's that Common Core math is what they call that. But yeah, so I don't know how that works. Maybe only 246 people bothered to write a review. I'm not sure how that works. But anyway,
do your research, Brad.
I guess of the limited amount of people who saw it and reviewed it, they liked it, is what we're trying to say. We liked it, right?
Yes, I very much liked it. I didn't really know what to expect going into it. Wasn't like super familiar with Doctor Strange as a character within the comics. Did a little bit of research going into it, but I didn't really know what to expect, and I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a really fun movie.
Well, I liked Benedict Cumberbatch, and what, did I mess it up?
No, this is funny because there's a lot of emphasis on that.
Yeah, well, you got to get it right.
Right,
got to get it right.
Oh, Benny.
I liked him because I had watched him in Sherlock.
He was in Star Trek.
Yeah, he was in Star Trek.
God.
Yeah, he was okay. Some of his movies haven't been as good to me as like some of his TV appearances, but I was excited to see him in this, and I thought he was pretty good in it.
Yeah,
I saw on the internet a couple days ago how they love how there's two Sherlock Holmes in the Marvel universe now because of Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah,
and Benedict Cumberbatch.
Right.
Who do you think is the superior one? I haven't seen the Benedict Cumberbatch version.
You haven't ever seen those? Oh, okay.
I saw Netflix.
It's two different feels to it though, because Robert Downey Jr. is also directed by Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I don't know. I like them differently in different ways. So I don't know how to say who's better. I think actually, to me, Benedict Cumberbatch's version of Sherlock Holmes seems more to me like when I'm reading the books how I would imagine him to be, whereas Robert Downey Jr. is how he would be if he was a badass.
If he was Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about that.
Okay.
Another thing of interest in this movie, Benedict also played Dormammu, so I guess all of it was CGI, of course, but he did the voice, I guess.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so I think he's probably the only person who's got to play the hero and the villain.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know
That is pretty cool.
that.
I haven't heard much about that, but it's been on the internet, I guess, so I wasn't sure how much people had caught on to that. I thought other people in the movie were pretty good. Mads Mikkelsen, liked him as
Caecilius.
Yeah. Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One.
She was boss.
I think she did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I think
she
really
did a
awesome.
great job. Is Doctor Strange now the Ancient One? I wasn't sure at the end of the movie if that's where they were going with that.
He's the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Sorcerer Supreme.
Sorcerer
That's right.
Supreme.
That sounds like something you get at Del Rancho.
Yes. I will take the Sorcerer
Or
Supreme
Taco
with
Bell.
Dr. Pepper.
I'd like
Can I
to
get a
that.
Sorcerer Supreme with extra tomatoes, please?
Yeah.
Can I get fire salsa, please?
Yeah. There's an idea. A whole franchise of comic book themed restaurants, fast food restaurants. That would sell like crazy.
There's this place in Red River, New Mexico Mexico, they have the Yosemite Sam, they have the Hulk, they have the Superman, and it's like all breakfast food. It's pretty cool.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, and it is.
All right, we should pause right now and I'll go get breakfast food.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it back.
I do need to eat
I
some
forgot
breakfast
craft
food.
services this time, so technically Brad's supposed to quit the show.
Yep.
As
Yeah,
per our
we were
discussion
supposed to
last
have
time.
not mashed potatoes.
No.
Mac and cheese. Yeah. I did want to talk about some Easter eggs other than like the old Cumberbatch doing both. The other thing that if you watched the movie, you notice that they've got the Eye of Agamotto, as
Yeah.
you mentioned, and that's an Infinity Stone as well.
Yeah, the time stone.
Yeah, so that was pretty sweet. That means that there's only one more stone out there that's unaccounted for.
It might be in Ragnarok, but I kind of want it to be in Spider-Man Homecoming.
The Soul Stone.
Yes.
Who do you think will have it?
I don't know.
You think it's in Spider-Man's little thing that
Nah. Nah.
For his hand?
I don't think so.
what was that thing?
It was a little flashlight.
Well, like I wasn't impressed by that. I was like, oh, he's got a little.
Well, it's kind of cool because if you watch like the animated series that came on Fox Kids
Right.
back in the day, he had that flashlight on his belt. And so, I mean, it's just like, I guess it was just paying homage to that.
Yeah.
Stan Lee had the cameo. Speaking of cameos,
Hey.
and he was reading the book "The Doors of Perception" by Aldous Huxley, and that was pretty cool because Gog he likes to do drugs.
What?
And this no, well, yeah, but no. No, but this
Drugs
is
are bad, kids.
This is
Don't-
a story
don't do that stuff.
about Huxley's experience using mescaline, and it was a pretty big book back when it was written in 1954, and continues to be a popular book even now. It's kind of, I guess, in reference to the trippy quality of Steve Ditko's early work on Doctor Strange, and then also it's the inspiration for the name of the band, The Doors. Have you heard of The
Yes, I
Doors?
heard The Doors.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they wrote that song, "People Are Strange."
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Doctor.
They called it Mr. Doctor.
Well, yeah, like I've been telling everybody this. If you're going to go see that movie and you're not about that life, do not go on any type of hallucinogen whatsoever.
It's
or
pretty
you're
trippy,
going-
right?
Yeah, or you're going to be messed up.
Yeah, it's visually very good. The story, I thought it was okay. I don't know. Sometimes I just get bored with origin stories over and over
But
and over.
Yeah.
you gotta look at it from Marvel's perspective.
I mean, because he's
They're-
not known that well.
Yeah,
they had to do it.
Yeah, they're trying to get people.
I thought the movie also had some times where it was funny.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
They used a lot of humor, so that was good.
Mr. Doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
It's strange.
The cloak. The cloak was funny.
Yeah, the cloak was really funny. It was good. It's like,
Is that a thing in the comics or anything?
I don't know. That was new to
think
me.
That might be new for the movie, right?
funny cloak?
Yeah.
I know, that was new to me. I don't remember the cloak having. a
What
mind
about
of
in
its
the
own.
readings that you took from me, and then I didn't get to do my readings in prep for the show? But what about in those?
It didn't show anything like that in the book. But that one part where his girlfriend or whatever she was, Rachel McAdams' character,
Right. Mm-hmm.
she was actually portrayed in the comic book as Night Nurse.
Right.
And then they were having this whole deal where he got hurt, but instead of getting shot in the book, he got stabbed with that like air spear or whatever.
But
it
he
was.
still does the out of body experience. Yeah. That
And
was really
and
cool.
It freaks the night nurse out. And
Yeah.
it freaks her out. But there's no like big time fight scene in the comic book.
But see, I thought the night nurse was going to be Rosario Dawson.
I think it is.
Rosario.
I really think it is.
okay.
So that's why they didn't really refer to Rachel McAdams as the night nurse, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay, that makes sense. Hey, there was also this. I guess, remember when Doctor Strange, right before the accident, he's on the phone and he's talking about potential surgeries? Tell me if this rings out to you. A patient was a 35-year-old Air Force colonel who had crushed his spine in a suit of experimental armor.
Oh, that was Civil War.
Yeah.
That was Rhodey.
Yeah,
War
yeah.
Machine.
War Machine.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
There was somebody else that said maybe it was somebody who was probably using one of Stark's, just another, but it seems a lot more.
Oh, or also it could have
Likely.
been that guy in Iron Man 2.
Right, that's the one.
It was that one?
That's what they were saying. It could be.
Yeah, okay. Because that was Hammer Tech that
right
killed that dude.
Yeah, so it could be him too. So there's those two, but I didn't catch that in the movie. I wasn't thinking about it really. I guess I don't know, but I saw this afterwards and I thought that's really interesting. If you haven't seen it, well, now you know everything. But
actually, you don't really know.
Go see it anyways.
But it's a good movie. I'd say it's good. Not quite. It's in the middle section of Marvel movies for me. Like
right.
Guardians of the Galaxy, much better.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, still pretty good.
But if you want like a big time, like mind blown experience,
right,
you go see this movie.
This is it
in 3D.
In 3D.
I'm gonna go see
IMAX.
3D.
Yeah, we need to go see it in 3D.
Yeah.
And listen to The Doors before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take some shrooms.
Oh my God.
You're a stranger.
Just kidding.
Mescaline. It's mescaline. All right.
Just a cocktail of several different types of
oh my gosh. Children. No. We have 8 children between us.
Don't do it at home.
Don't do it at all. It's bad. Dare to not do drugs.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes? I don't remember how it goes. It's been so long.
That's probably right. Hey, I want to.
This episode's brought to you by the DARE program.
Yeah.
Sponsored by DARE.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. We're all in here tonight. I think everybody, like the last couple weeks, has been a grind on. Like I've been working a lot. I know you have GOG as well. So
always.
I just kind of I didn't get to watch a lot of the shows. I did get to see the movie Doctor Strange because we all went together.
Yep.
But
sure did.
Flash wasn't new this week,
right? Because of the election.
Yeah.
So,
which I think is stupid because everything else was new.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. A lot of people probably weren't going to watch The Flash on Tuesday during the election.
I was.
But you wanted to. You did want to.
Yeah, but it was the episode 1 repeat.
Yeah, so I know like a lot of us haven't been able to watch all the shows. I know the last couple weeks, Legends of Tomorrow has kind of been, for me, it's been going downhill.
Yeah.
We had Nazi Confederate soldiers. Yeah. Zombie Nazi.
I haven't gotten around to
they should have just made them Nazis as well.
Like Nazi sausages?
Bratzies.
Did you get to see that yet?
I did, dude. It was horrible.
It
was good, but it was like horrible.
Well, yeah,
good.
it was.
Like,
that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
It's really bad, but
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah, that movie. The Bratzies.
It's like his book was called The Manitoba Manatee.
Yeah.
And he's talking to them and they're like the Winnipeg Walrus.
Yeah.
Like, that is the much better name. I should have gone with that son of a bitch.
Did you see Tusk?
No.
You need to go back and watch that. You'll be fine. It's not as bad.
This will speak volumes to those that have seen Tusk. It's probably one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's crazy.
I think I liked Yoga Hosers better than Tusk.
It was definitely more lighthearted and kind of fun.
Yeah.
Tusk is disturbing to watch.
Yeah, it is.
The first time through, it's like just a little bit much.
Remind me who played the Walrus.
Justin Long.
Yeah, Justin Long. He was so funny.
That's the Yogi.
Yeah. Dissatisfied customer.
So that is a 2-legged dog.
Yeah. So I think what a lot of the people are thinking about right now too is the elections and everything that's been going on. And we don't really get too political on the show.
Nope.
And I think we can even talk about current events without being political about it. I think that we're in a time where some people feel scared. And some people feel like this is what the change they've been hoping for.
Man, I'm seeing a lot of stuff on the internet. Like people are going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like kind of like on both sides. One of my friends told me that he had a friend that was in, I think, like South Dakota. I can't remember.
Yeah.
He went to go get some coffee, and I guess he is Iraqi or I don't know, somewhere over there. And this guy like smacked his coffee out of his hand. He said, "Go back to Iraq."
Right.
I'm like, God dang.
Yeah. But see, you're going to have people out there that think now that Donald Trump is in office, they get to act a certain way. And the thing is, you should just treat everyone with respect no matter what.
Absolutely.
No matter what. And as long as you're doing that, then I can listen to your opinion. If you don't start it off with an insult, like you immediately got to throw up the middle finger to get your voice heard, that's not really doing anybody any good.
Yeah, talk to me, not at me.
Exactly. People are going to be different. If you take the amount of eyeballs in the whole world and realize how many that is, that's how many different points of views are out there. I mean, nobody has the same exact ideology.
What about Glenn? He only has one now. Sorry.
Yeah, Glenn with his popped out eyeball.
Yeah. I need to figure out. I don't necessarily even care to watch the whole episode, but I want to see that clip. You think it's on YouTube or something?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It might be. But yeah, so that's just kind of where I was thinking about. Like the message I wanted to send was
everybody love everybody.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Everybody love everybody.
But you don't got to like everybody.
No, you don't. You don't got to like everybody.
I don't like everybody.
No.
But I will treat people with respect no matter what, usually, unless my life's in danger. Which I haven't found it in yet.
Yeah.
We'll wait till after the show.
Oh, yeah. So do you have any recommendations? Do you got anything you've been watching lately? I've been watching Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's like the Twilight Zone. I love it.
I got to watch that.
It's on Netflix.
You were telling me about that the other day.
Yeah.
If you watch this first, I think it's the first episode or the second episode of the first season, it's crazy.
Yeah. Like I started off, I watched the first 2 episodes of season 3, so now I've got to go back and watch season 1 and 2. Although I don't think it matters, right?
Because
every story is different.
That doesn't tie into each other.
So it's like American Horror Story, but it's just every episode is different.
Not even the same actors and actresses, I don't believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like cool. Each one's like its own short film, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
It's pretty good. I like it. It's on Netflix.
So it is kind of like Hitchcock and Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Sure.
Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah.
The theme
Tales from the
music
Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt.
Dude, he was.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Oh, yes.
Goosebumps.
Yep. I recently went and watched a couple of the Goosebumps episodes from the old show.
So have I, dude.
And they're not good, but
no, they're awesome, dude. They're awesome.
They're so bad. They're good.
Y'all are so young.
The happy, the slappy, the dummy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that still scares me, son.
Yeah, it's creepy.
See, I used to read Fear Street books by R.L. Stein, and like they were, I think, a little more scary. And then when I was a little older, the kids were reading Goosebumps. So I'm out on all that.
Yeah, you old timer.
But man, I love that theme song to Goosebumps.
Yep. Oh man, that's good stuff.
Yeah,
it's real good.
So I wanted to ask a couple of personal questions of you each, because we have a listener, James Murray. You might have seen him. He posts on our Facebook and stuff. And
thanks by the way.
He actually gives us he gives us some good feedback, and we work some of these ideas into the show sometimes. But he wanted to know kind of like how we got into radio and stuff. So Cameo, what made you want to get into radio?
Honestly, nothing. I was looking for a new job when I was at OU delivering pizzas. Wasn't cutting it.
Right.
So our buddy Rich.
Yeah, was Richard Price.
Yeah, was working up at the station, and I was like, hey, are y'all hiring? And then that summer of 06, that's when I started. And then, I was starting to do it the overnights that summer. I was like, well, like I don't want to, like, because I was just board hopping, and board hopping, you just normally just watch the boards.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got tired of counting the ceiling tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I asked to be on air, and that's what I started, and then,
found out you were good at it?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to say good. I'm like decent. But,
I think you're good at it, Cameo.
Well, I appreciate it.
Gog, you do a lot of things. You're a man who is involved in a lot of projects.
Sure.
One of them is comedy.
Yeah.
And you've done some... Now, would you call... God damn it.
Did we just get Bill Cosby in here?
Would you consider what you do stand-up, or is it really just music?
Well, I write comedy songs, and I started performing them at open mic nights over here in the neighborhood,
right
in the Paseo. A number of years ago, I really didn't know if they would take. I kind of like they're pretty offensive. I'm not, it's pretty graphic content.
Yeah, I've heard them several times.
Lyrical content and
on repeat.
Yeah, and I really honestly had no idea what people like their reactions that I would get from an audience. I was doing it to kind of just be a dick.
Yeah.
and play this stuff. It's like, well, you can't unhear that now. So it was almost kind of malicious now that I think about it. But it turned out that people enjoyed them a lot more than I expected. And then I was doing the open mic at Blue Note, so I had a weekly opportunity to perform these songs, and they really got popular. And a lot of people have told me it'll get stuck in their heads. Like sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes not such a good thing. So I mean, that was encouraging to keep doing it. And then the more I performed, I would start to kind of work on what I would say in between the songs. And some of it was improvised, and some of it are like bits that I've kind of come up with. So in essence, over time, it's kind of graduating into a combination of the music and the stand-up comedy.
So which comedian influenced you in the way that you were like, I want to do this?
Really, it was about doing music for the longest time. Because, you know, like you also used to play in bands. But I've always just, you know, I liked Weird Al a lot growing up. I've always liked weird stuff. Jim Carrey. You know, I grew up watching In Living Color. And
love that show.
I love that show, too. And stuff like that. So I've always really enjoyed comedy. And, you know, started doing the music, but did it in serious bands. But I mean, I'm just a goofy weirdo. So I always brought kind of elements of that into the bands that I was in, and finally got to a point where I just started writing these comedy songs, and I don't know, I enjoyed doing that.
My dream was to be on Saturday Night Live. Or to be a radio DJ. And I figured I don't have to like marry the Illuminati to be a radio DJ. So
no.
I couldn't be on Saturday Night Live because you can't have a beard.
Maybe, I would shave it if they asked me to, though. If they wanted me to be on Saturday Night Live, I would definitely shave my beard.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
I would just put a prosthetic over my beard.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. But yeah, and I wanted to do stand-up comedy. So, I mean, I have a lot of admiration that you do that. But
stand-up is like, to me, doing just stand-up comedy, that's why I love having my guitar with me on stage, is if I start talking and I'm bombing, I can just go to a song. So for me, like, doing stand-up comedy is one of the most terrifying things ever.
I've had friends that do open mic nights and stuff, and they're like, come out and do something. I'm like, oh, I just can't. I can't do it. I'd be too nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've written some stuff that I was like, you know, that might be funny, but and so I give it up to stand-up comedians.
Absolutely, me too.
I mean, that's got to be a hard job, because if you bomb and then the next night you got to brush it off and do it again for somebody else, and you know, it takes courage. Either way, even if you're the worst comedian out there, I still think, you know what you're doing takes courage.
Yes, it absolutely does.
I also, when I was young, I used to tape the radio and go back and listen to it and stuff, and I wanted to be on the radio. When I was probably 23 or something, somebody was like, you should go to radio school, and it was American Broadcasting School, and I was like, there's such a thing? So I went there, and then I got into radio, and I mean, I've been doing it ever since. So
now you work there.
Yeah, I do work at American Broadcasting School. I try to help other people get their dream of doing it too, you know, so.
I'm just piggybacking off of you guys that actually have the real experience.
Well, here's the thing, is like, you could draw a Venn diagram almost of like, I'm funny and good at radio, you're funny, and Cameo's good at radio.
All right.
So that's how this works.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
that being said, I think we should go ahead and wrap it up. You got to get to a Thunder game.
That's right.
But we do have a interview that you got for us.
Yes, Simone Missick. She played Misty Knight in the Luke Cage series on Netflix.
Yeah, she was awesome too.
Yeah, she was really awesome.
Now, there was something that I noticed on her Wikipedia I wanted to point out. Obviously, she was in Luke Cage, but if you look down on her television career, they've already got her down for 1 episode of Iron Fist and 2 episodes of The Defenders. So did you ask her about any upcoming projects?
Yes, I did. And she, I mean, you're going to find out in the interview, but spoiler alert, she told me that she can neither confirm nor deny.
Of course, this is Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Somebody could have done that, and you know,
it's
not official.
And it kind of upset me too, just for the simple fact that I read something. I don't know if it was before my interview with her or after, but there was something that said that she, I think it was comicbookresources.com or comic book movie. I don't know, whatever it was called. But it said that she was going to be in the Defenders. She didn't say anything about Iron Fist, but she did say that she was going to be in the Defenders.
Cool.
That's going to be so cool.
She's going to have to be in Iron Fist because in the comics, if you've read anything about Iron Fist and Misty Knight, they are a couple.
Right.
Well, I would say a couple, but I mean, they have a relationship. So...
Okay, well, we'll have to check that out. You should check out this interview. We will be back in a couple of weeks, and we'll be a lot more caught up on all the TV shows and whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
sorry for dropping the ball this week, guys.
Yeah.
I think we'd still put out some entertaining stuff there.
So here's the interview with Simone Missick.
Let's welcome Simone Missick to Nerdz II Men.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing, Simone?
Good. How are you?
I am ecstatic because I am talking to you right now. I love the show Luke Cage. I love it so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all making this show. It is so amazing how you all brought it to life from paper.
Yeah, it was a labor of love. We had a lot of great writers and musicians who added that musical element to the show, and then the actors who all just came ready to play. And we've got this amazing cast and crew who just really wanted to make this show the best show possible. And I hope we did it justice.
Oh, I think by far out of all the Marvel Netflix shows, this is the best one.
Oh, thank you so much.
No problem.
Not a competition.
Well, it is with me. I'm just saying. Luke Cage is probably one of my favorite Marvel characters, and especially after this, he's like my all-top favorite.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You don't really see bulletproof men walking around Harlem, getting ladies, saying cool phrases, and then kicking butt.
Right. I got to ask you, did you read up on Misty Knight in the comics, or were you just doing a little Wikipedia type stuff?
I only had time to do the Wikipedia type stuff, and mainly because we shot so quickly after I got the job. I think it was like maybe a week. But then I also had Jeff Loeb, who's the head of Marvel, who said, do not go out and buy a comic book because then everyone will know that it's you. And so he had me terrified. Luckily, all of our writers, they, really consulted the source material. They're all huge comic book fans. And so they did, the heavy lifting for me.
Oh, okay. Awesome. That one scene where you're trying to get info, one of the kids that set up...
Basketball scene.
Yes, the basketball scene. Oh, my Lord. I was like, I wonder how many times y'all shot that because, I play basketball. I'm not good at it, but I have a good day and off days. And reading your bio, you were in the varsity team.
Yeah, I played varsity basketball. I played basketball since I was in the third grade, which obviously was a really long time ago. But you never lose those skills, and that day was a good day. I think that was the first shot that they shot. I nailed it, and we had to take it about maybe 25 times, and I think I hit about 20 out of 25. But it was hilarious because the other guys on set who work crew were like, oh, something can't be. How is she doing this? And so they kept trying to shoot around during the breaks, and they were bricking it. I was like, guys, I'm better than you. It's okay.
Right? That was awesome though. But was the reaction time of their faces whenever you made that, was it like that on set?
Oh my goodness, it was the best because no one knew going into it that I could play. And so literally they're all like, okay, well, just go out there and make it look believable. They had no idea. They thought they were going to have to bring the stunt double on and do something else. And so after they got cut, after that first take, everybody just really started screaming at the top of their lungs, like, oh my God, I can't believe you made that.
That's awesome. I got to ask you this too. The whole coffee, that running joke throughout the whole series, who came up with that?
Oh, that's all the credit of our writers. That's all them. I wish I had come up with that. I would have trademarked it by now. Got a whole line of T-shirts and a coffee line, and got a special drink made at Starbucks. But no, that was all them.
Oh, okay, all right. Because I was wondering if that was like ad lib or something. But I love that. I say that all the time now. Thanks to you guys.
Let's go. Hey, girl, let's go get some coffee.
Right. So since you play Misty Knight and you haven't really read anything, did you know that Misty and Iron Fist are a thing in the comics?
Yeah, I did know that. I know that they were the first interracial couple in comic books, which I think is pretty dang on cool back then in the 70s. But yeah, I know that they have a romance that develops, and we'll see what happens as we move forward on the show and in the upcoming shows. If we get a second season, who knows if that will be a part of it. But
y'all broke
really
the internet.
Yeah, you would think, but we still don't. We don't have confirmation yet.
Oh, come on. You got to have some type of confirmation.
No, they just say, be ready.
Okay, well, but yeah, I love it because being biracial myself, I am digging all of the biracial loves that's going on TV right now. I know this is DC, but they have Supergirl and Jimmy Olsen. They have the Flash and Iris, who's all biracial, and it's just I'm digging it. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's representative of our world.
Yep.
We're in a world that is very culturally mixed, and people don't only judge one another by their color. Love is love.
Yeah.
And I think especially now in a time where we see a lot of separatism going on and a lot of people trying to take back to their own corners and separate themselves, I think it's cool to just see on TV where it's reflected, especially for the kids that are growing up, that, it's okay that they are who they are, or that they like who they like, and it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's really good. Did y'all shoot all in Harlem, or was it offset somewhere else?
We shot a lot in Harlem, all of the outdoor scenes that you see that are of Harlem are not cheated. But then we also had stages in Brooklyn where we shot, the big, the most of the precinct stuff took place on the stage, and all the stuff outside took place in Harlem, which was great.
Yeah, that was awesome because I lived in Harlem for a while, and seeing it on TV and beautified, that brought tears to my eyes, but it was tears of joy. I miss Harlem, and when they were doing still shots of different parts of Harlem, I was there, I've been there. It's so beautiful. I love seeing it on TV.
Yeah, Harlem is definitely another character on this show, which you never see. A lot of times you'll see, I'm from Detroit, and when we see Detroit, people are like, oh, I shot it in Detroit, and it's somewhere in Boston. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't get the feel of the actual place where you're shooting, and so I think it's great that we actually got to shoot Harlem for Harlem.
Are you going to be in the Iron Fist series? Are you going to make a cameo appearance?
I can neither confirm nor deny whether that happened.
Oh.
No. I wish I could tell you guys, but I can't.
You hurt my heart.
You'll just have to tune in and see.
Oh, well, you already know I'm going to. You want to let people know where they can find you? You have social media?
Yeah, at Simone Missick, and that's on Instagram and Twitter. It's SimoneMissick.
Awesome. Well, Simone, thank you so much. Thanks you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I'm going to say I'm going to see you in Iron Fist because I have a feeling that you're going to be in it. So
you're going to put it out there.
I'm going to put it out there myself since I have no say in anything that happens over there in Marvel.
Well, thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.